Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Yes, I have a great team of people I work with. Our DOP, our editor, our makeup, the cast, the rest of the crew. It's really weird that we shot this film in March. We actually have a WhatsApp group and we still keep in touch with each other. It's like 6-7 months later, we still talk to each other every day. That rarely ever happens, where people actually bond and actually become friends. And I think we're more than colleagues, we're all friends. And that's what's amazing about the whole process.
Stay tuned.
So I say, let's plan our vacation, and suddenly everyone's on Liat.com. My wife announces she'll Liat.com, a nice hotel near restaurants and shopping malls. Must hide credit card. The kids want to Liat.com fun activities, and since someone has to be the sensible one, I'll Liat.com flights, our travel insurance, and a car. Well, sort of sensible.
Liat.com. What else do you need? Planning a business function, vacation getaway, or conference in Barbados? Visit the all-inclusive Island Inn Hotel, located within the Garrison Historic UNESCO Heritage Site and steps away from the capital Bridgetown. Let us amaze you with our simplicity, old world charm, and a true Bajan experience. Island Inn Hotel, Barbados. Let your Caribbean dreams come true.
Hi, my name is Sean Hodgkinson and I'm an entrepreneur. My definition of entrepreneur is someone who creates something, who creates a product from maybe nothing. So in my case, I created a film, and that's my product. So when I think of 3 words that sort of associate themselves with entrepreneur, I think of business, I think of dedication, I think of passion. I would say that I'm passionate, and if I do something that I believe in, I have to give 1,000%. So I'm very selective in terms of what I choose to do, that I'm allowed to be able to be selective. That's an awesome thing in itself. My degree is in geography and environment. I'm actually a tree hugger with a passion for urban planning. And somehow along my life journey, I ended up making films. It's something I always wanted to do as a child. I used to grab my dad's VHS camera and make these horrible horror films. And I think back then there was no outlet to do that, so I got sidetracked. But life has a funny way of trying to get you back on course, and I was very fortunate enough to actually be able to live my dream and create a film.
If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv. If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? ABCEasySites.com.
So as a child, I was sort of engrossed with Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds, Psycho, kind of dark. So I used to rope in my little cousins and create, like really bad horrors. We'd get like a Halloween mask and then make fake blood. I even know how, because there was no internet back then, so I even know how I made it. Right? Used corn syrup and red food coloring because it was sticky. And we mixed the bowl and then, had my cousin chase around the other cousin with a knife. It's not really a good thing to do. And then stab them, playfully of course, and then we'd have blood splatter everywhere. And we thought it was hilarious. The parents didn't think so, but we thought it was pretty funny. And it was cool, I mean, to be able to create something, to be able to see a story in your head as a writer, and you're able to bring it to screen, to be able to see it on an IMAX screen. It's incredible, at least for me it is. And you know, to be able to live that dream, it's super cool. I was working in tourism here. I got fed up, so I left. And Lisa Wickham, who's a renowned producer here, had a course in video production. Something I always wanted to do. So I went. I had nothing else to do, so I signed up. And at the end of the course, Lisa came up to me and said, "What are you doing right now?" I said, "Well, nothing." She's like, "Well, I need a producer, come work with me." And I was kind of taken aback, and through her, I got into the production business. Worked on some awesome music videos, Sharon Winchester, Patrice Roberts, and slowly sort of crept my way, not up but alongside, moving into television, working at CNNG, working on television shows, left that, and then started making my way up into advertising, eventually becoming a producer, and wanted to sort of be creative. Like I was always creative internally, and I wanted to be able to create externally. And the opportunity came about to write a script, which I did, and now it's a film. It's a 40-minute film. The story about Wendy is a dramatic comedy about a girl whose fiancé leaves her abruptly, and she is unable to deal with his loss, and her life literally spirals out of control. And she hopes that getting a job at a television station would make everything better. But the lady she's going to work with has other plans for Wendy.
You may very well find yourself on Murray Street selling your body for crack.
Yeah? Next to your mother.
Why don't you do what my mother pays you to do and clean my room? I was kissing that dog. He's so nasty. I was bringing some dead animal into the house.
Just spoke it at hush.
God, I hate my life. What's wrong with me?
Hi, my name is Danny Fenty, the owner of and creative director at Vivid Gear Studios. We are a design studio dedicated to producing quality, affordable, cutting-edge, creative solutions for your productions. Amongst our other services, we produce high-end motion design, music, and 2D animation that will surely engage your target audience. But ask any entrepreneur. Starting your own business is not the easiest task in the world. It takes hard work, lots of time, and a whole lot of patience, not to mention risks. That's why we support Entrepreneurs Anonymous, a support network for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, a place, a haven where we can share our experiences, provide solutions, as well as give and receive encouragement. It is an ideal place for any entrepreneur, no matter how young or how old. Entrepreneurship is an addiction, and let's face it, we need our circle.
You must have a desire. First of all, you must have a desire, and it has to be a burning desire. And you must have passion. If you are not passionate about something, you have to question whether you should pursue it. Be it a relationship, be it business, you have to have that passion. And if you're passionate, stay with the passion. I think education is important. I think that you need to make sure that you have a knowledge about what you're going to pursue. But I would say, again, I stick with the word passion.
You need passion as an entrepreneur to keep you going. Persistence is the second one, because there are people out there that you will encounter that will try to put stumbling blocks in your way, and you definitely have to be persistent and keep going. People. because as an entrepreneur, people are very important to your business. No matter what you do and how you do it, unless they're people or customers to engage your product and service, there's no way to survive. And perseverance, to keep going, to keep believing, to keep fighting on, to keep focused.
Integrity, that is paramount. Integrity, you have to be honest to people. It makes no sense trying to cut corners and gimmicks and stuff like that, because the truth will come out, and when it does, you're going to lose that customer anyhow. So integrity is paramount. Secondly, excellent service. We have to serve people in the cosmetology industry, as you know. You go to the salon and you get there at 5 or 6 and you sit down for 3 hours before they even touch their hair. And then when they do, they wet it and you're there by this thing, you're in another 2 hours. And maybe I'm exaggerating, but I'm sure people can identify this. You wait forever to get your hair done, and that's something that I don't like, I discuss, because I believe if you tell someone to come at 9, you should be ready for them at 9. And if you are not, contact them in advance and let them, because people, it's their time and you can't waste people's time, and I don't want to waste their time either.
Don't wait for perfection. Perfection is a moving target. Make sure that your idea is airtight in relation to what you are offering to the market, and start tomorrow, next week, next month. But don't wait for the perfect idea. Whittle your idea down to a concept, a skeleton of what your bigger vision is, and get it to the market as soon as possible. Let them tell you what they want. Not with their words, because they have no idea, but with what they buy, what they spend on. You judge your market not on what it tells you verbally, but what it tells you financially. People will spend money on what they want. They'll tell you things that they think they want, but they will spend money on what they want only.
I think that there is merit in both academic qualifications and working and being successful in work. If I had to lean personally, I would lean more towards, again, the passion of going after your dream. Okay, if you had to put, let's say, the academic side on the back burner temporarily, of course you're not going to go after something if you are a total idiot about it. But I personally believe that though the balance is important, I would encourage any young person to pursue their dream. And you can also train and educate yourself with the number of books and audio tapes and so on you can get into on those subjects, other than just going and getting a degree. Many people get degrees in particular disciplines, and it has no bearing or application to what they really want to pursue. That makes no sense to me.
Ethics and morality is very, very fundamental to life. Who you are, who we are, must always also be defined by who we are in terms of our morality, our ethics. Otherwise, anybody could do it. Never take 2 minutes to do something that could be done in 1 minute. In other words, time and efficiency is a good thing. Don't drag everything. Do it right the first time and do it as fast as possible. And that's a manufacturer's point of view, because time is money.
If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? abceasysites.com. If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.
Business tips. Promotional consideration provided by Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Save the sales pitch for later. Don't try to sell your services to someone from the first moment you meet them. Networking is about meeting potential connections, partners, and developing quality relationships. It is not about closing the deal at that moment.
Business tips. Promotional consideration provided by Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Yes, I have a great team of people I work with. Our DOP, our editor, our makeup, the cast, the rest of the crew. it's really weird that we shot this film in March. We actually have a WhatsApp group and we still keep in touch with each other. It's like 6-7 months later, we still talk to each other every day. That rarely ever happens, where people actually bond and actually become friends. And I think we're more than colleagues, we're all friends. And that's what's amazing about the whole process. So we enjoy it so much, we want to do it again. My family has been fantastic. Like most parts of the film were shot inside my mom's home. I mean, literally destroying rooms to do this. And they were cool. They helped us out financially with moral support. Without them, I don't think this could have been possible. So definitely family as well. A Story About Wendy was initially to be totally funded by the Trans-Virgo Film Company. There was about 2 years in terms of the actual funding that was going to be delivered. When the funding actually came, it had been reduced by half. That barely covered, it was half the budget. And that was a huge hurdle because now we want to make this film. We can't pay everybody, we can't pay for locations, how are we going to do it? And so we had a meeting with the team and the cast and they said, you know what, we will do stuff for free. Whatever has to be done to get the film done, we will do it. And we did. I mean, a lot of people sacrificed so much just to help us make a little movie, free locations, free food. After we shot scenes, the cast and the crew cooked together just to make sure that we got it done. And we made sure that quality was at the utmost. That was our main concern, quality.
You know what? I get it. I don't even know who you are anymore. You spend all your time with that Wabahoon. You see this path that you're on will not end well. You may very well find yourself on Murray Street selling your body for crack.
Yeah? Next to your mother.
BMW Keys to Success. Promotional consideration provided by Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
Success. Being able to pay my credit card. For me, success is being able to do what I've always wanted to do. And for me, it was to be able to make a film that was well received, that people enjoyed. I think that's more important than any award someone gives you, that somebody would clap at the end of something or laugh when they were supposed to, in unison, in a theater. That to me is success. I think throughout my journey in life, I've done lots of different things and met a lot of different people, and I've taken these little snippets of everything and sort of taken it with me and learned along the journey, and that's what has me here. Just taking those bits and pieces and taking it to heart and just being able to use it when, possible. I mean, working in tourism really helps out my career now because I know some amazing locations that other people may not know of or have access to because I know the right people. It all helps. Everything works out in the end too.
BMW Keys to Success. Promotional consideration provided by Entrepreneurs Anonymous.
So I say, let's plan our vacation, and suddenly everyone's on Liat.com. My wife announces she'll Liat.com, a nice hotel near restaurants and shopping malls. Must hide credit card. The kids want to Liat.com fun activities, and since someone has to be the sensible one, I'll Liat.com flights, our travel insurance, and a car. Well, sort of sensible.
Liat.com. What else do you need?
If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.
Planning a business function, vacation getaway, or conference in Barbados? Visit the all-inclusive Island Inn Hotel, located within the Garrison Historic UNESCO Heritage Site and steps away from the capital Bridgetown. Let us amaze you with our simplicity, old world charm, and a true Bajan experience. Island Inn Hotel, Barbados. Let your Caribbean dreams come true.
If you have a great idea, you need a great domain name. And now it's as easy as ABC. Secure your domain name plus free email, hosting, and a website builder for one low price. What are you waiting for? abceasysites.com.
If I was to give advice to someone, just do it. By whatever means necessary. People will tell you no, they'll tell you it's impossible. Get a 9-to-5 job, wear a shirt and tie. If you know it's what you want to do, at least give it a shot. It may not work out, but at least you know in your heart you tried. And to me that's the most important thing. Just try. Give it a shot. Try, and try again. I think you should treat everyone how you want to be treated. I think working in production, when you start off and you have to sweep the floor to clean a set, you have to carry coffee for someone, you have to be very, very humble. I think you need to embrace that. There's no need to have an attitude or an ego. I mean, for me, we're making films, we're making something for people to enjoy. Why must I walk around thinking I'm some sort of god? No, that's total crap. It's fun, it's something fun to do. And so that's my thing. I'll tell you, just remain humble, remain chill. Everyone be chill. We're from the Caribbean. Let's be chill and cool and enjoy it. I think film right now in the Caribbean is sort of sporadic. Every couple of years you have a resurgence and it dies down. I think now, because maybe it's easier to make films, we're seeing more coming up. And it's cool because you get to see what other Caribbean countries are doing and showing themselves. That's what film is about. It's showcasing yourself, about your culture and your people. So I'm hoping that, you know, in the years to come, that it can be a sustainable industry, that you know, I can be a filmmaker, full stop, or a filmmaker and something else. But right now, you know, you have to do what you have to do. In my downtime, I actually make chutneys and jellies. I like to cook. I find cooking very cathartic. I think as a writer, your mind's always going and spinning just thoughts and ideas and scripts, and you can go insane, kind of. Stirring a pot is very, very relaxing. You really enjoy it. And it tastes really good too, people say. Why do we have to compare ourselves to Hollywood? Or anywhere else? Why can't we just do something on our own? It's a totally different playing field. We're so much smaller. Once we focus on quality, once it looks good, sounds good, performances are good, then we can say, you know, we're proud of it. You don't have to always it's apples and oranges. Just be proud of what we can do. If you know what the bar is, let's try and reach the bar. And that people outside can watch it and appreciate it as well. From my experience in making films, we went to several local companies for financial support, and they chose not to help us. In retrospect, I can see why. Because you have to prove yourself. You know, how can you just come out of nowhere and do something? Why would I give you money? No. I think for us at Wendy, being able that we sold out our first show in an hour, that all the other shows at the film festival sold out, that IMAX even screened us a couple of days after our final screening, says something. Says that there's a demand here in Trinidad for us to see ourselves on the big screen. And companies should be able to see a monetary value in that. That having a character say a brand name or show a product in a film is worth something. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, we're working on part 2 right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see if people come on board, and as they say they would. But you have to wait and see. All right, the future of a story about Wendy. We're shooting a sequel. The first one sort of ends on a cliffhanger. So we want to give people some closure. The original idea is that we're doing a mini-series, a 6-part mini-series. At the end of 2, we'll sort of regroup and see whether or not we want to dedicate the time and effort to do it. You don't want to jump the gun just yet, but those are the plans. We've really now just started focusing on locally in terms of being able to see a Starbucks Wendy. Maybe after Christmas we'll try and look at getting it maybe up the islands as well. We've also sent it to a couple international film festivals. We're still waiting feedback whether or not we've been accepted. So that's the plan. I don't think about doing stuff 10, 15 years down the line. It's whatever comes next. Finish Wendy 2, and when that's finished, then plan. I'm not really a good multitasker either, let me say that. So finish part 2, get it out of the way, and then move on to something else. If that is the miniseries, and so be it. If not, maybe a full feature film, a horror, hopefully. Oh, I think Trinidad is an amazing place. It's beautiful, the greenery and the mountains, and I don't think a lot of Trinis appreciate the beauty that Trinidad has. I think because I was able to live abroad for a couple of years, when I came back with an appreciation for the island, for the beauty that we have here. And I think film allows you to show that, to showcase where you live and the people and the accent. I love it, it's awesome.
If you like this show, share it with your friends. Watch your favorite shows on demand and in HD on Trident10.tv.